Sunday Night Vibes. Going live on Facebook tonight. Sunday Night Vibes. Going live on Facebook tonight. So if I don't see your comments, I will get to you after this. I'm finna redo things a little differently. See, I got a spoiler. I went back home, kicked it a little, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna start doing things a little bit differently. Sometimes you gotta get off the path, switch lanes, and just do something different. Sometimes you gotta revisit and go back to the place where it all started. It was funny when I went back to Tyler on this mission. I went back to the very place where I left from. And it really, really sunk into me why I despised the place, but also the peace that came with it. Because I was able to deal with the past, not to wrestle with it, and let it go. Because see, this fight was just like Jacob and the angel when he wrestled with God, saw God face to face, and he lived. He wrestled with him for so long, God touched his hip, crippled him. Said, I can't let you go till you bless me, because God had to get back before it done. And he said, I seen the face of God and I lived. Like I used to do, I had to go back to how I used to do things the old ways. And I thought about a lot of things. A lot of things. I thought about a lot of things where, regardless of disagreements, regardless of what the past looked like, regardless of how I feel about things now, regardless of who's going to follow and who's not, at the end of the day, you can only do you. God, the things that God got for you, you can only live that. You can only love yourself and pray that everyone else make it, because at the end of the day, you got to love yourself enough to walk away from people who hold you back, from things that hold you back, not to allow people to get you into a mode where you on the clock and they coming at you sideways, lying on you on the clock, and you ready to lash out. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to trick your money off when you know you got a bill and all this stuff and you said you're going to be debt free and you got to pay that off. It's not worth it. It's not worth it getting sick for a turnip because you're bored and you want to do something else. What I've learned, as always, yes, I can be misunderstood at times. Yes, I can be overbearing at times, but at the same time, I love wholeheartedly. And I understand when to walk away. I want to say, you know what, it is what it is. So for those of you out there, first, honor to God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit for even gracing me with the platform to do what I do and what I love, because I do this for you all. And it even helps me too with self-esteem. Because on this platform, on any platform, when I do this type of stuff, I don't have to hide. I don't have to do nothing. I can just be me. And that's all you can do is be you. People love you because of your character. And your character is who you are behind closed doors. Friends argue, family argue, we all fuss and fight, disagree. But at the end of the day, nothing is really worth falling out for. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to outgrow some people. When you get ready to go higher and God take you higher, you're going to begin to see people fall. No matter if you know them for 20 years, 50 years, whatever, 2 years, whatever. Grew up with them because you got a purpose. Doesn't mean that y'all hate each other. It doesn't mean that it was all in vain. All that was just God training you to get you to the next level. You want to be your own boss. But in order for you to become your own boss, you have to learn how to take the pressure. I learned a message today where talking about pressure. Talking about the butterfly being in the cocoon. And the butterfly that's in the cocoon, you know, the caterpillar's crawling up. He crawled up to the butterfly and he asked the butterfly. He told the butterfly, he didn't ask him, he told the butterfly, I'm sorry, you changed. The butterfly looked at him and you gotta be real. I agree. Shout out to Nino Brown. You got to, this was real. The butterfly looked at the caterpillar and said, we gotta change. You can't get to the next level staying the same. Give y'all what I did today. When I got home around 2. I did my DJ session around maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock, stayed on for a minute. I got off, I tried to lay down, I couldn't sleep. God got me up, washed everything, threw things away. The headphones to him, threw things away, trash, swept and mopped my house. And then I did something that I haven't done in a long time that I used to watch my mama do. I anointed my house. You know what I'm saying? Let the air circulate, put on some music, cleaned up. I didn't go to bed till probably about 9 o'clock this morning. Woke up around 1 o'clock, fell back to sleep, got up at 4 something. And I said tonight, I thought about it. I said, regardless of how I feel, I will never ever let my love for a person be in vain because of a disagreement. So as a man, to everyone that I love, and everyone that loved me, I am forgiving and letting go and moving forward. From anything that's of the past, I will no longer talk about something and all that, because especially as black people, we got to come together. We tear each other down. And for anybody that I've offended, I wholeheartedly, sincerely say I'm sorry. And I apologize. Because I bother nobody. I'm not on this earth to please anybody. You can't please everybody. I'm not on this earth on this mission to tickle your fancy. And I'm talking to the people who, you know, that don't follow. The naysayers, the haters. Because as the words say, bad company corrupt good character. You got to watch your company. Because when you're going higher, and you got a lot of obligations, and you got a lot of goals you're trying to get to and reach, you don't got time for what he say, she say going on in your ear. Misery love company. The birds of a feather flock together. You got too much potential to be sitting up in this corona season not doing nothing. Why am I like this? I'm gonna do something I ain't doing in a long time. Hopefully I still got it. Because yeah, I got an album coming out Thursday, chapter 5. You've never heard any of these songs, you're brand new. But it come out, 24 songs, comes out Thursday. Shout out to Any 5, Cajun Music Group, King Leo, we got another one. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to everybody I've ever collabed with, Band Lab, Shreveport and Tipperton, everybody I've ever come in contact with. I love y'all. I pray success over your life. And to those that don't want to talk to, I pray success over your life in Jesus' name. You see, I'm going to start this off. You know, sometimes I lay up in my bed with a lot of thoughts in my brain, and I hear a voice tell me it's time to switch the lane. For being notorious, I'm going stupid again. So do not disturb me. Zane been broken in the mirror, and I'm talking about the spirit man. See, sometimes we gotta look ourselves in the face, because when we're alone, there we are. And only you can stop you. Because as I pull this up and locked it, as I'm behind these bars, I feel like I have to break out to the free world, because beyond these stars, I can't go no further if I'm stuck in a mental ward. Now here we go. I'm focused like I'm on Adderall. That applaud, I had to pull back and look at him and watch them applaud. I stand here on cam, and for the record, to set the record straight. Like I was gay, but I mean happy. The Noah rainbow that God promised not to flood the earth. I'm gonna make this snappy. Let's just get right to what we here for. Sunday Night Vibes. I started this in 2015 at UTA, doing these lives when I was at a low vibration, and God saved my life. Pastor stepped to me one day at Calvary. I was telling him what I was doing. He said, Jason, people need substance. You see what you're doing? It's a lot of things out here that we're reaching for and a dream we're pursuing, but the devil wants to kill us. He wants to mute. Now here we are, face to face. Should I do these lives angry and go back on everything that I believe in? But as the barcode that God gave me at Hutchins, believing, achieving, and receiving. Like AOL dial-up, I had to wait on that call because somebody was on the internet, and then God came through. Because when the signal connected like Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi signal was strong, so finish that. I came through with a whole nother thing. I had to get back to basics. Last night I said I was on some bad boy teams. And then I had to put that to the side, because once I stepped inside my house and I looked myself in the eye, I said, God didn't bring me this far to die. I said, man, hold up. The things you doing, the things you say, you drinking spirits, and I hear it clear as day. I'm standing here looking at you, and this is what I have to say. Self, a Michael Jackson reflection. It is not a thriller, but I'm looking at the man in the mirror. You trying to see who's bad. I'm trying to make an earth song to change the world. Because even if I'm moonwalking, lighting up the block like Billie Jean, I still have to beat it. Because I see the trouble in this world. But it's cool. It's cool. Because people all want to think like Alan and B Strange and Mac like Alex, but I don't got time to react to crowd reactions and stumbling on a caffeine app. I've never been the type to drink coffee anyway, but I stay woke. And for those that saying stay woke or wide asleep to everything that they quoting, broken is when God broke the yoke, because like he said, two can become one, but you can't be unequally yoked. Now let me bring that back. Know that I'm snapping. I kick back in the drop because back in the day, this is what I do to release the pain. Yes, I sing in choir at 14, but I love rapping. I had to step away from it because people sound the same. And I ain't trapping. The only thing that I bring to the table is who I am and who I can be. Because I don't got time to be sitting up here running through fields and catch the swarm like Marcus Camby. Now let me say something. I'm the one that you see and feeling faded. If you see the Smith shoot at the wheel that I wrote, you must be feeling jaded. Because how can I sit up here and talk about something that happened years ago when in the 90s we knew they were going down swinging? Now all of a sudden they want to be in Cena and it passed August. But we hear this is a state of emergency, so here I'm going to bring it. Shout out to all of them and seeing how they work with it, because the world is so confused right now. They need old things to bring up. YouTube is steadily recycling the same pranks over and over because they run out of content. Are you content in your content when you running out of content that you have to copy content and say it's a prank? I'm mind sharp. Even behind these bars when I was doing time in prison, mine stay sharp as a shank. Now let's get back to the basics and lace this. First name is Jason, but no mask the way I kill it. I see what it is. Old school bands because I love guitar and CCM. Christian music because I skill it. I love it because I get on here and I can express myself. No writtens, no nothing, and I swing through. The way I do lives, you know that I have to bring through. Come through, fame swarming. Global climate, the change warming. Step outside, game on it. I don't know what it is, but I feel like every time I write, it's just disturbed inside because it goes to stormy weather, but even the sunshine and the rain, that's what I call brainstorming. Now here we are. It's poetic. Hear the justice in it, like I'm delivering your mail. You brush your hair in Chicago. You touch on women, but you say you a male. But you want to be a woman so bad. Why are you ashamed to be black? You say Black Lives Matter, but we're really killing each other, and that's a fact. And all we doing is showing the enemy and doing his job for him. This ain't a poem, but we write all our blogs on the wall in a vlog like we in a forum. I just want to know, are you really contented who you really are? And you say this. When we sit at the table and eat, do you pray this? Lord bless those that don't have, because I remember when I didn't have. Or are you too busy shitting on everybody that was in your pet? Now hold on. Because I have to be the bearer of bad news to all haters. Because if you the type of snake to bite the one that took care of you, then you a traitor. Because you know good and you part of the problem too. If you see your queen out there getting done wrong and you don't do what you do. All these kids and old folks is innocent and we laugh at it. Take our phone out. Back in the day, if you took your phone out, you caught static because it's none of your business. Where are the real men at? There's too many sisters leaving their black kings for other stuff and then what you call dead. Crack is whack. I see that and stick down the head in the mouth like Cactus Jack. I am now mankind, but Undertaker for the tombstone. The fire I bring like Kane in the ring, but they can't see it like John Cena. I'm Drax. You can't see it. Macaulay Culkin, fire off the ball here like I'm home alone. Now let's go. This is for everybody who don't really know the kid, who say they follow the kid, but really don't follow the kid because, like Jesus told the 70, if you cannot go through this blood on my bone, flesh on my flesh, what you thought weakly, thought this was about flesh, but it was spiritually, and you can't comprehend that, then you have no business standing up in here with God with that unruly act. I'm just saying, I picked out 12 of you, and one of you is a snake. It's cool, I got lawnmowers for that. Because autumn falls and the leaves die, here come the rake. Now, I know what you're thinking. This broke dude crazy. Jason do this and he lied to fit in and do that. That's shady. But I sit back, be a patriot, no Tom Brady, because ain't no way that I can't be a man with deflated balls, no Tom Brady. Now you say whatever. Come through and his steez was a saint before, but then lied on the race and then try to correct it like Drew Brees. I'm the one that they don't like. They don't give me props, so I had to snatch my respect. And I am the GOAT. No wonder God made me a Capricorn in that effect. I don't got time to play with nobody else. And I'm putting you on notice. If you don't believe in you and your craft, then there ain't no joking. You catch the laughter in that, because there's laughter in the pain. Sometimes you gotta laugh and cry to let it out. That's what a real man does. All that holding it in just make you implode, and it was what it was. So all that addressing me on the net, I won't go back and forth like Wimbledon. So you can say whatever you got to say to me, but just remember, with God, he winning it. I don't got time to play with haters. I'm too busy trying to motivate the youth and people that love me. And if we had a disagreement, I'm sorry. You know that you love me, I love you too. We gonna fight this together. But I cannot argue with someone if I'm throwing on the spirits too and drink. And then walking thinking it's all sunny outside until you walk out and storm and bring the umbrella through rainy weather. You gotta be an all-weather Christian. If you really saying you about the faith, that's the pass. It's all understanding, to stand firm, because you'll be the same one crawling on the ground looking for the bird, because birds get the early worm. I mean, yeah. Don't be fooled out here. Don't be fooled. Get struck with an iron rod. The Bible says, children acting wild and shooting up schools because, say the child spoiled the rod. I mean, let's be real here. Ain't you on your job? If that was the case, you would know better. You would know better. You would know better. Like I said, say the child is spoiled the bride, you would know better. It says a fool that says there is no God. I mean, yeah. How can you argue with someone that you say you don't believe in and then pretend to be something that you're not? I'm the same way I am when I'm off of the clock. Swish watch, wet like water, the nasty cash, yeah, like Cash Nasty. I'm back at that. 1v1s, I love that. I watch YouTube at this base Sable. I walk in the ring whipped like a beast in Brock Lesnar, ratchet on my side, but a lovely woman like Sable. I got nothing but stuff from the story told, like it's a fable, but then they wonder why I barred my gates because I don't watch cable. Now, what's up? What's up, live? Are you dealing with depression? Are you dealing with anxiety? Are you paranoid? Staying up at night? On your knees praying that God come through and win that fight? You got to have faith of a mustard seed, because those become large as pleasant trees and they grow. Because how can you get through the fire if you never have the pressure mode? I mean, you got to know how to win. That's why you can't rely on no man, because he's a jealous God. So make sure that when you pray, faith without works is dead. You got to be on your job. I don't say nothing. I had to go back to the old hood and the way I used to do things in our warfare. Camouflage. Come through. We see that. We got to heal, bro. Because while we shucking and jiving for all these crackers out here, devil shooter making us dance in do-si-do like we doing the heel toe. Now, I really pray that this fast food that I'm cooking is not fast food, but it's home cooked, and that you eat it, no microwave. Because I didn't have all time in the kitchen to slave for you to be sitting there acting ungrateful and don't eat. Remember, I said this ain't microwave. So let this dread in your head. If you dread this like hair, let this get in your head like a micro brain. I want to say something. I know that took long, and really, I ain't write none of this. This is our spirit. To God all the glory. Because I'm telling his story, but in his story, that's his story. I mean, he only left you basic instructions before leaving earth. So what is your worth? You worried about jets and diamonds and things and tag, or you really worried about how you can make the king happy, or do you make him sad? I mean, you're valuable, black woman. Valuable black queen with your afro. Know her, bald head, but you still lovely, natural. And if a man can't love you for that, you gotta go. Same thing with my fellas. Because you know I'm not the type to play both sides or straddle the fence. I like to keep the game even. So if that's what it is, if you bring in threes and I'm bringing twos, that's nothing but odds and evens. I like to even the playing field. Because Corona, everything is solid. So if you still hating on another person because you ain't laying off, I'm going to leave it at that. Now finish the sentence. While you die at your idle hands, thinking fans, talking like you solid with no foundation, you just living on sinking sand. Now me, I see what it really is. The bass up and some people talk noise and they act timid. But when we standing on the front line of protest, getting hit by rubber bullets, playing with dope pads and getting hurt like we scrimmage, I mean, it's all facts. No Office Depot. Somebody out there right now trying to make some money talking about they can deep. Now pause. But we grown men, why we still doing that? If I was really you, I would be trying to fade the glory of the king than trying to get her for being something I'm not and fade the black. Now me and you, we ain't the same. You post about your issues. I talk about the issues. We ain't the same. You tweet about it like you trying to trump something. Me, I tweet about a deliverance, ain't trying to trump nothing. You be talking like you got something moving. 3 times biblical to come back with a body, and 3 immaculate with the flow. Now that's how you move something. The Lazarus effect. Got up in 4, but he got in 3. Had to move the rock. You still trying to get something going, but ain't even dropped the dollar to move the stock. Now how you gonna tell me and convince me that trapping is the way to go? I mean, I don't knock nobody who does that and then they get out the game. I applaud you, bro. But if you still 40 and 50 or in your 30s trying to be this and sagging and thinking that's cool, you the fool. Because you still standing up talking about all women are hoes when you the garden tool. I mean, put the devil on notice. I know it's bogus. You see how the fields fall in the famine and the swarm like locusts. You get your strike like a bumblebee, the sting, and then take the stinger out. I'm what they don't talk about. The one that coming out camera in the hoodie like Lust when he's back. Double impact. I mean, yeah. I see what that's going on. It's like form of sadness, choking in your rhymes, and you getting paid for all threes. Need to be deducted like summer sadness. I got nothing but, yeah, we could talk about that too. It's a lot to say. All I can say is, before you downplay somebody else, make sure that your stuff is clean. Because while you throwing stones, living in a glass house, remember, when you point through, you're pointing back at you. So how can I be impressed by you when you don't even know what you're doing? I mean, why you on date, Jay? Because I don't understand what's going on today. Most of these dudes is really women, or so they claim to be. But on that application, whatever you was born as when you go in prison or when you get locked up, that's what you made to see. And nature always wins in the end. So I don't want to hear no one else whining about something they didn't get, because like I said at the end, nature always wins. Number two, you can't say you love your kings when you go against with the enemy because you think they got money. Ain't it funny? Doug with the big nose in your face. Eat a pork chop, Dear Diary, because it's not funny. Now number three, you got some people confused because of shaded men and then they tell us we're all bad. But I don't know. This ain't drugs I'm cooking up. But yeah, I get lucky twice like I'm Breaking Bad. Number four, I choose that life because it's wide open and I can't be unequally loved to any woman. And I have a slogan: believe, achieve, and receive. And if you know what it is in the shell hard boiled, it can't be broken. Number five, these are the 5 fingers of death, but I bring light to it with every breath and every step I take, like a full house. Dan tell her, Urkel, did I do that? And this full house is step by step, and that's how family matters. Now, we going back through the wonder years. Pete and Pete, how they used to tell me I was all that, because even with Keenan Keller, I love Orange Soda and the space cases, and I'm flying. I'm all black. Are you afraid of the dark? This is Saturday Night Snake. And sometimes I get tongue twisted when I'm rapping, because I'm thinking about the days I used to grow up and then I start snapping like a turtle. Heroes in a house shell with the turtle power. Bebop and Rocksteady. They grip the wood wank with a master splitter. They not ready. I see what it is. Grandma in the kitchen cooking spaghetti with the cheese, the Velveeta, Dan Cedar. I see what is going on in the world, listening to music with the black chick named Cedar. AJ and Free. Freestyle Fridays, rapping over beats for a minute and a half just to tell somebody he need to go to Walmart and get another suit, because what he said was sad. In that pad, rapping and give respect but no money. Walked away with that. Even though I won, I still held an L like, damn dummy. Now here we are. Took that late, fighting in the snow through a Newport. Box in my face. We in the snow, try to hold fake OG. Then try to jump me in the highway, leave me for dead. Now we see, cause Kwame is a chick that love to get even, and a cold-hearted one with no shame. Membrane, you reap what you sow. So don't complain when God come in Jesus' name. Now what's you talking about? You praise the devil and Satan. We got more power and dominion than that. If you don't believe in the words that about the Jesus that we believe in, then the whitewash one, then you believe in crack. I mean, yeah. They whitewashed that word and took it, but you don't know your African pride. Because if you really knew your African pride, you knew the real Christ that died. Now let's say, too powerful in the spirit, too wicked for all these devils, too wicked. I feel the spirit. I see what's going on. It's very clear. I hear him in my ear. The devil want me to sit down, but I'm Martin Luther. Not talking about the king, I'm talking about the monk who went against the Vatican when everything was in the flame, when they was making people buy a diary and write some on paper to get your people out of purgatory. But how can you get people out of purgatory? We got a dirt veil there, and it ain't no purgatory. It's only heaven and hell. So you can't convince me, because I was 19 and a vegetable living in hell. The fire, the thing on the earth, cannot see for real. And I heard my uncle calling me. They said, come back. And I woke up. Now that's real. I can't even finish the story because I still ain't watched the video. But here we go. Back in the day when I was on YouTube and Ustream was popular, I used to stream on Vimeo. Now here we are. Buzz Cease and Katie Koshin. And if I can't find the video on Firefox and YouTube, I'll just go to Daily Motion. I want to say what's up to everybody who kept it real with me from day one, who been watching these lives, who can't wait on Sunday night so they can feel the vibes, because you know the vibes. And if you don't know, now you know. J Hook said that, and this is that old school for the ones that love rap and the ones that love R&B. Yes, I'm still singing, but tonight it's on some other stuff. I said I had to switch the lanes like Tommy. I'm going stupid again. so you can add this to your Instagram story. Can't nobody born me and tell me I ain't bid to this, because I look up every day and I used to feel like I was worthless, waking up with a roof on my head like I'm still homeless. And God had to remind me, sometimes you got to walk around because the Lord didn't even have a place to lay. That's just part of the story. Like, ooh. This is what I meant when I said I was back to my old ways. Not the wicked ones, the ones that got me locked up in the first place, doing time for people I thought that loved me, but really they was trying to shoulder shrug. Mean mug, questioning everything, thinking I'm lying about stuff. That's why I started taking screenshots. If you don't watch this live to learn anything from me, just know it. Even if I had the mom and pop store, I still got braids by the stuff. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it. Sunday Night Vibez. I thought about quitting this. But how can I quit so when I got kids watching me? I gotta get them the business. I gotta teach them how to save money. Because they looking at me and I'm under pressure. Because I remember when kids ran up to me looking at me like, don't die on the stretcher. You can't tell me. You can't tell me about love and loss. When I used to sleep in the stone graveyard just to survive, stealing clothes out of Walmart, lying, and people say, yeah, man, that's what's files, and people on Facebook lying, talking about I died because they want to hate so bad, deleting my YouTube, fighting with Citibank because they don't want to let nobody money go, and then they moved everything from Texas. How it's funny that they got all these lawsuits on Cora, and all this other stuff, and still ain't got, I ain't gonna get into that. That's another story for another time. But you say that all the time because it's too long, and if you don't listen to it, only a second clip like old school, do it for the vine. Now I want to say something. And that's what I'm gonna say, and they can't stand this. Because if you chase your dreams to the bank like every day, and I know you can't stand this, but why you think they picked everything out of Texas talking reckless? Because they ran out of the branches. You can't grow from a root that just died. Some of you wave, just like leaves, shade every now and then, but when the summer, fall, autumn, I guess it's just your time to die. You gotta get rid of dead weight. A door that like Jack when he called hypothermia, helping on the door, in the water. You believe that? The iceberg we used to wear, sink like Titanic, thinking it's a panic, and afraid because you thought this could hold up, but trying to save someone else only sunk your ship. Damn it, ain't you tired of being sick and tired? Ain't you tired of dealing with people that make you feel bad, feel sad, but you can't let go? People only love you because of the benefits they can do. Because if they really was down for you, they would be pushing you upward and pushing you through instead of trying to push you down just to get rid of you. My last bar. I'm going to end this live after I say what I have to say. I don't know who need to hear this, but I love you with all my heart and soul. So, it's more than a TikTok video. It's more than anything. I know life sucks right now, but you gotta hold on because nothing is worth losing. Nothing is worth losing. I know it's out of your hands. Give it to God because you don't have control. It's for profit to gain or earn the whole world. Profit of man, gain the whole world. Profit of man, gain the whole world. It lose the soul. It's not worth it. For everybody thinking that this corona is a joke, why don't you ask the victims that died if it was? I tried. Because somebody just died thinking it was a joke. Think Charlie Clips. They can't get out the grave or rebut a psych out lied. Am I wilding out? Am I wilding out? Am I conceited for wilding out for the clips I'm spitting? I mean, drum roll, please, like drumline. You cannot not shoot like Nick, but no drummer. Same dope boy season. I mean, you feel a little wheezy like the driver's on. I'm trying to figure out what more can I do to blaze Jehovah. I mean, there's only one way true in life to get to the Father, and that's through Christ. Because I done tried everything else. If I die tonight, you ain't got to believe me. I'm going to speak for itself. Just take a breath. When you've tried everything, why don't you try Jesus for yourself? I'm done. Shalom, salute. Peace be with you, salute. I hope I said something in them rhymes that encouraged you, spark a flame in you. I'm in no situation to house anyone, to give out any money to anyone right now. If I'm not on social media in a while, I'm taking a break. The album will be out Thursday. You can still reach me. I'm never busy to talk to anybody. Never have been. I won't be selfish. Because I did not survive this long of being selfish in life. So at the end of the day, I really, really hope that whatever you're going through, you give that to God. You let him have it wholeheartedly. You got an addiction that you're fighting with, give it to him. It's time we hold each other accountable. I will no longer condone anybody talking about Black Lives Matter and killing each other. Because you're part of the problem. I would no longer condone anybody talking about kids and calling people dumb because you're part of the problem. I would not condone any other saint sitting up here easing and talking about all this and that and letting it get away because you're part of the problem. This is good versus evil, and I would never teach my kids racism. And that's the problem, because when you become a believer, this is a lifestyle. It's like being in a game. And you better mean everything, and it doesn't mean that you're a goody two-shoes. You have issues too. Be yourself. You've already been forgiven. Stop trying to please everybody that don't love you for who you are. Wasting money, spending it on things that ain't impressive to impress people that really ain't that impressive. Who raised you? You gotta believe it. Speak it in existence. What is spoken spirit is speaking in life. Spoken in life. You gotta achieve that thing that you spoke, because faith without works is dead. And receive the miracle, because there's so many blessed God will pour down a miracle you will have no room to receive. Pressed down, shaking together, and running over. You cannot tell me he ain't real. When we was at Powerhouse, House of Disciples, this right hand, if you're in ministry, means dedication. I've had this dedication ring for a long time, 13 years, 22 years, say. This cross that my brother gave to Das, because it saw the value in me and saw the God in me. And he gave me this, and it hasn't lost a step. White gold ain't a real silver, because I love silver. With the white gold. He asked me about it, I still wear this. And I take this very, very seriously. Sometimes you gotta get to yourself, to find yourself, to stop living for people's expectations, because at the end of the day, we are a peculiar race. We're priesthood. We're aliens. We don't belong here. We don't fit it. I have to tell myself that every day. And if I have to walk alone, I've been through a lot worse. That's the price you pay when you walk a life that you chose and bring a cross. I'm not mad at anybody. Like I said in the beginning, if I've offended you, I'm sorry. But to those that told the truth to, and haters and naysayers and all that, sorry, not sorry. So don't be ashamed for living and telling your truth. But be a man and woman to stand on your own 2 feet when you know you're wrong. And if you know something is out of your control, leave it at the altar and let it go. That's why I say to forgive and forget. Because the more you worry about it, the words are said, you're going to dig yourself in the grave. Real talk. I'm done. I enjoyed y'all. Like I said, if I'm not on here, I'm chilling. I will still do my birthdays. still would do my motivations. After that, probably this week, I don't know what Lord said. I take it day by day because no day is promised. With that being said, I love y'all. Share this video. Comment. I'm going to comment on it. I'm going to start doing more of these. I just got a new hardware. I just got a new distribution installed on my Chromebook. So that way it's a rolling distribution. Endeavor OS. Look it up. I can do a lot more stuff with it. And plus my speakers work on my Chromebook again. So now I'm able to do a lot more than what I want to do, than what I did in the past. I'm going to be hitting y'all with so much content, it's pitiful. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you don't know what my YouTube channel is, hit me up, I'll give it to you. Starting over with that. Encourage creators, anybody doing something. I don't care if you're photography, I don't care if you got a clothing line, you love to cook, you work with kids. Whatever your purpose is that you love, that is your purpose. Make money off of it, be happy. Ain't you tired of working for people? Ain't you tired of sitting up? This is the time. If you're not using this time right now to get your stuff together, to take over something, invest in something, you cannot complain in 2021. Lord willing, say the same we get to it. Don't complain when you don't go nowhere, because like I said, and I continue to say this, only you can stop you. I love y'all. Thank y'all for letting me share. Shalom, Jason.